Good day, everybody. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to our Yanda and our team in Port Elizabeth, and to ladies and gentlemen of the media. Today is indeed a great day for East London IDZ. It is the official announcement of the Frederick Boyson investment at this site. We would like to extend a warm welcome to everybody here today, to East London IDZ employees, to everybody in Port Elizabeth that's watching us via live broadcast, to the German delegation sitting behind me, and to our important guests that will be speaking and give us some more information on the development that's taken place here today. This is a new investment. It's the second investment in the last 6 months in the automotive industry in East London IDZ. It's part of the strategy and commitment that East London IDZ has with Mercedes-Benz W205 contract that has been implemented in East London at Mercedes-Benz. Without further ado, I'd like to please welcome Mr. Zoledi Tini to the official welcome. Mr. Tini.
Thank you, Suri. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome is a welcome. I've witnessed something, Mr. CEO, last week. We were welcome at the gambling board. The person who was supposed to be welcoming on behalf of the executive mayor made just such a long speech. No speech for me. To our guests from Frederick Boyson's, Mr. Rolf Gezel, Thomas, how can we forget? Arno is our esteemed president for manufacturing at Mercedes-Benz, South Africa. This is an auspicious occasion for everybody in East London, Buffalo City. As you know that as a province and East London at large, we can never do these things without the blessing of our city. Our city is represented by Umadzana, Councillor Nazo, who is also a board member at the East London IDZ. Ladies and gentlemen, functionaries at the East London IDZ, welcome. Witness, go and talk about this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tini. Indeed, short and brief. Ladies and gentlemen, since the inception, East London IDZ has initiated almost 30 investments into this development. 22 are operational and have created over 1,800 jobs in this area already. And I think a great accolade should be given to the staff and to the CEO of East London IDZ. I'd like to now call upon Mr. Simpiwe Kodlo to tell us more about this investment from Frederick Boyson. Mr. Kodlo.
Thank you, Program Director. The leadership of Frederick Boyson, led by the President, Rolf Gezel. The leadership of Mercedes-Benz, led by Mr. Arno van der Merwe. Our shareholders, Buffalo City and the Department of Economic Development provincially. Ladies and gentlemen, we are meeting in one of those exciting moments for East London IDZ when we are yet again in the span of 6 months announcing the second investor who is part of the W205 program that is led by Mercedes-Benz. We are announcing today and doing the sword turning for the facilities for Frederick Boyson, which is a company that has been for many years leading in and pioneering the modern silencer technology, and they have been a big manufacturer in the exhaust technology and are specialists in that field. They have got a range of products including exhaust manifold, catalytic converters, silencers, and the complete exhaust system. Today we're doing the sword turning for the 10,000 square meter facility that Frederick Boyson will be developing in the East London IDZ. This is a 180 million investment that will be creating 70 direct jobs in the automotive sector. We are very excited about this as East London IDZ because this is again adding in the consolidation of the automotive cluster that we've been developing as the IDZ. We are sitting right now with just over 10 component manufacturers that have been manufacturing a number of components, sitting at about 15 components. The two investments that we've announced recently are pushing that now to more than 21 components that will be produced from the East London IDZ. We are excited about this because it is very strategic for our region. It is adding in terms of export competitiveness that we're driving towards as a region. It is adding in terms of local content increment that we're looking at, that Mercedes-Benz has been driving for. It is exciting for us because of the new technology that is being brought in and the skills that will be developed as part of this production. We are very much excited as East London ELIDZ because Frederick Boyson have actually gone a step further in terms of investing in brick and mortar, as they will be building their own facilities on this site that has been sold to them by East London ELIDZ. We are living in exciting times in the automotive sector because we are awaiting further announcements of probably another 3 manufacturers that will be adding to the fold of those that are supplying Mercedes-Benz for the W205. So ladies and gentlemen, join us as we'll be doing the sword turning later for this facility, which is a very exciting investment for East London ELIDZ. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kondlo. The East London ELIDZ mandate is to develop, operate, and maintain modern infrastructure to attract strategic investment. And with that, I have the honor and privilege on behalf of the East London ELIDZ to bring to the stage Mr. Ralph Geisel to say a few words.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm great to be here today, and you make a great ceremony for our invest here in South Africa, in East London, in the area of the ELIDZ. You know, we have the first contacts with ELIDZ, I think, for 1 year or 1.5 years, and we have strong discussion for our new plant here in East London when we become the offer from Mercedes to make here the new C-Class muffler and catalytic systems. And we are very happy to be here in this area. When we come the first time, I'm come for 4 months the first time here in this area. And I'm very happy with this area where we can make our new facility. And you have heard a lot what we are doing here, what we invest in the first station. You have heard about 180 million rands we invest in the first phase here. We make about 80 workers' place here in this area. You see this area, we're starting with a project. And you would see in 9 months a completely new project and facility here. In the moment, we have a lot of discussion about the work here, but we're thinking in 9 months it's ready. And I think also the people from the ELIDZ, they know this. It would be the famous building here in the ELIDZ. You don't see it in the moment, but you would see it when it's ready, that you can go in the completely area from East London. You would never see a building like this building when it's ready here. And so we are very happy to work together with ELIDZ. It was a very good time together that we can start up here this project, and now we hope all other things also are working, and we can start with production middle of next year and deliver the first series to Mercedes here in this area. And thanks a lot for your helping all in the area that we have in the last months, and we hope you do it not for nothing. You would see in 9 months that it was very good to bring Frederick Boyson in this area. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Geisel. And I think, finally, in conclusion, Buffer City, South Africa, is synonymously linked with the Mercedes-Benz plant down here. And it's almost fitting that we have Arno van der Merwe to say a few words on behalf of the Mercedes-Benz plant. Thank you very much. Arno?
Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed an honor to participate in this event today and to officially welcome the Boyson Group to East London and to South Africa. In Boyson, MBSA has brought a company which is an innovation and technology leader with a long and successful global track record. One of MBSA's key goals is to stimulate broader economic growth and sustainable job creation by increasing local value add. While we recognize there's a lot of work to be done, days like today are victories along this path. MBSA has taken a conscious decision during the planning phases of the new C-Class to work with partners such as the ELIDZ to bring global supply leaders to the country and specifically to the Eastern Cape. Together with government, industry has a responsibility to drive for content localization, skills development, and the resulting job creation. We are therefore very pleased that Boyson, as a global leader in its sector, is establishing roots in East London. This will result in the transfer of cutting-edge technology and know-how to the local component manufacturing industry. Our Mercedes-Benz plant here in East London is widely recognized as one of the best quality producers in the world, and we are confident that you'll find the support and expertise here in the Eastern Cape to make you part of that family. Preparation for the launch of the new C-Class is intensifying, and we are on track to meet our deadlines. With the next generation C-Class, we will bring many global leading new technologies to South Africa, resulting in a significant growth in skills. MBSA aims to continue engaging extensively with various stakeholders, including all our suppliers, to find ways of enhancing the local industry's global competitiveness. Increasing volume through a focus on export growth, establishing strategic supplier industries, creating competitive national logistics infrastructure, and developing skills are at the top of our agenda, together with industry and government. So to the Boyson Group, thank you very much for your commitment. You are warmly welcomed in the Eastern Cape community. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, Mr. Kondlo is going to have some few words to say regarding the e-coating. Mr. Kondlo.
Thank you again, Program Director. Just to mention some of the things that are in the pipeline, as I indicated that there is probably 3 big announcements that are still to come. As East London ELIDZ, we've been working with the players and with the OEM, Mercedes-Benz, in terms of a development of an e-coating facility. This is a facility that is bringing high technology into this region and will be a catalyst for attracting many suppliers who will be coming and adding to the local content development that is taking place in this region. So we're excited because we're at very advanced stages in terms of the development of that facility, which will be rolled out as part of the W205 program. We have got a few other plans that are in place. As you know, that we had announced some time back in the Automotive Week conference that we are very much advanced in the development of a multimodal OEM facility. And we are still on course and very much advanced in those developments. And we are currently negotiating with national government and the funding agencies of government in seeing that facility coming into being. So we will be announcing soon when we have actually tied all the knots and signed the bottom line as far as the multimodal OEM, and also when the e-coating facility will be up and running. And the targets are very close because the times are very tight in terms of being ready for the W205. So we'll be calling you back again to celebrate with us, even as we'll be making those announcements. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kondlo. And I think everyone's happy to hear some good news again. So call us back anytime. Ayanda in Port Elizabeth, we are going to take questions from the media. I understand the guys have received their media packs, and the questions will be broadcast over the speakers. So allow, please, for a couple seconds for the gentleman to respond adequately. Ayanda, questions, please.
Right, gentlemen.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take our first question. It has come through cell phone, so we can find a solution in technology. The first question, Ayanda, is regarding expansion. Is that correct?
Yeah, sometimes we dream also, but we can not discuss in the moment expansion. We have to do the first step. And we know we need a good partner, and this is Mercedes, and I don't know how many cars he can make in 10 years here in this area, But in this area also in 1 year we produce here not only muffler and catalytic converters for Mercedes here in East London, we also produce a muffler system for the BMW company. And from this place out, we bring muffler and catalytic converter also to the 3 Series in Roslin for BMW. This is a step, it's announced also, and so we here the ELIDZ or East London have 2 famous things that we in this production area not only make mufflers and catalytic converters for Mercedes, we also do it for BMW here in this area. And the other things I cannot say when we do the second step, but the first step I think it's enough for me in the moment.
Thank you, Mr. Geisel. I think there's a short question of what do you expect from employment figures coming through as the company starts?
Yes, we have told it in our words before. In the moment we plan in the first step, I think we know we need about 80 employers at the first step here in this area to produce this, what we have offers in the moment. But it's have to do something with the design and other things, we make also the R&D for the completely muffler systems for Mercedes, and every day change something from the design, from the technology we have to install in this fabrication. And on the other side, we have to produce also in South Africa very automatically and very professional. It have to do something with the quality, so a lot of processes in our company would be made automatically, and so we produce a lot of things here in this company, but we also produce a lot of things very automatically, while we have to make a very good quality. And the chief of Mercedes said before in his words also that quality is the high thing we have to do here in East London, and this is a very hard break also for our companies that we are so erfolgreich, Thomas. So successful in the last 20 years with our company and growing so much. Our company are growing. I say 2 figures for 6 years. We have made 500 million euros turnover, and next year we make 1 milliard. And we doubled about 6 years our turnover in our company, and you have to think a little bit why we do this. Why we make a very good performance to the car manufacturer companies. And in the moment for Mercedes-Benz, we make 4 new factories. We make a new factory in Bremen for Mercedes. We make a new factory in the States for Mercedes. We make a new factory here in East London, and we make a 4th in China, in Beijing, for Mercedes in the moment. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. And I think we have a final question from Port Elizabeth regarding any other manufacturer that you guys are communicating with apart from obviously Mercedes-Benz and BMW. What? Which other manufacturer are you dealing with apart from Mercedes-Benz and BMW?
Yes, the whole German companies we produce for Mercedes, for BMW and for Audi. It's our main customers. You have heard from me something about 1 milliard euros turnover, and when you do it to 300 for Mercedes million euros, 300 million for BMW and 300 million for Audi. It's our main customers we deliver. But we also do for Porsche, for Volkswagen, all car manufacturers we know. We also produce in the American states, also for BMW, now for Mercedes, but our main customers are BMW, Mercedes and Audi.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Geisel. I don't think there's any more questions coming through from Port Elizabeth. And there's one more question on the floor, and that'll be the final question, ladies and gentlemen. Sir?
I just want to find out from a different perspective. I know the auto industry incentives now, one of the key points, sticking points important in the automakers, the phase out of the MITP at the end of this year, move on to the APTP. Now, just from ELIDZ perspective and business traction perspective, and from Mercedes-Benz, from an OE perspective, what role could we regard this investment today as one of those, as the ADP playing a critical role in terms of attracting what role would the APDP encourage OEMs like Mercedes-Benz to actually stay in the province and then in particular?
Mr. Cornlow, do you want to take that one, or Arno? Thank you, Arno.
Thank you very much. I think it's a very important question. If we start, when we look back at MIDP and the history of MIDP and the influence it's had on the OEM business in South Africa, I think it is clear that it has been a tremendously successful program. I mean, Mercedes-Benz alone here in East London, currently we're exporting 4 out of 5 products that we build. Certainly the volume growth that we have seen has been strongly stimulated and supported by programs such as MIDP. APDP is set to continue that trend and that path. I think it's widely recognized also that one of the key issues that we have to drive in terms of our future sustainability is volume. That's also recognized in the APDP program as one of the elements that is incentivizing volume production. Yes, so that programs such as the MIDP and now evolving into the APDP is absolutely key to creating investments such as these.
Thank you, Arno. No further questions from East London or Port Elizabeth. Is there one more?
From a perspective from CLP.
Okay, thank you.
Just from our perspective as East Londonite, is that what we see as exciting about the new suite of incentives from DTI supporting the automotive industry is strengthening local content, which is good for us because part of our mission is basically to make sure that there are stronger backward linkages to industries that are export-oriented. And the OEM industry in South Africa is generally export-oriented. So this incentive is coming to strengthen the backward linkages in terms of supporting the localization of suppliers to the OEM industry. So that to us is a positive. The second positive is strengthening the volumes, where the pegging of government for the incentive has basically intended to drive the volumes, because we believe that what affects us as a manufacturing country generally is economies of scale. And for these incentives then to be lifting up the volumes, it assists in terms of bringing up those economies of scale, which assists us to be more competitive. So we are excited then because of those specific issues that are coming from the new set of incentives from DTI.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for your time. To distinguished guests, thank you very much for your time. We're going to turn our attention to the sod turning ceremony. And Ayanda from Port Elizabeth, thank you very much for the time of the media. If there's any questions, I'm sure Ayanda will be able to attend to them. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.